Yo, what is up, guys? I don't even know if my stream is live. What the freak? I'm not getting it. Are we? Oh, we're set to private? Okay, let's start that again. Yo, what is up, guys? We're back. Had to have the intro. Yo, I missed y'all so much. It's been so weird not doing like regular streams. What's up, Junior? Oh, yeah. We have a lot to update you guys. First and foremost, I gotta go pop a freaking headache medicine because I've been having like insane headaches. I don't know what's going on. I have my freaking window open, but I think it's like hot. What's up, Jake? Oh, it says it's only 67 out. It feels warm. It's really freaking warm down here. I don't know why. Hold on. I gotta make sure what are we set as? What's up, guys? I got in a habit of drinking electrolyte packets every day, and now if I don't drink them, I feel like crap. So I don't know what that means exactly. This is Tylenol. I don't remember Tylenol looking that big. I started trying to take B12 supplements, and I took them for 2 days, and I started to feel really off. And ever since then, like ever since I started taking them, I was getting headaches, and it got really bad. I don't know why. Every time I take multivitamin, I did that with magnesium too. I felt really bad, so I stopped. But I want to show you guys the tattoo kit properly. I didn't realize when I'm doing those like streams where I'm away from my desktop, maybe I should have like a proper like at least some type of like mic or like a lav mic or something. I'm not too happy with how my little iPhone sounds when I'm doing like videos off of that. And I just feel like the camera, just the front camera wasn't really that good. So I feel like I didn't have a good last stream, and I was like, it really sucks because my last week or whatever week and 2 days have been like all over the place, but I've still been trying to get on and do little mini streams with you guys, and I feel like they weren't proper. So I got my stuff out of storage. I truly don't know what's like happening with the house situation. We had a bunch of people that were interested in the house, or had at least told the realtor that they were interested in the house, but it always ended up being that they were like trying to decide between two houses, and they ended up going with the other house. So we have to figure out now if we eventually want to like maybe lower the price of the house eventually, or like see the interest that we get. The problem is, I don't know if I even talked about this at all with you guys. You'll have to let me know if I did. But obviously, like the first house that I did the video on, where I was like, help me decorate my room, that room that I showed you on the stream, obviously that house didn't work right off the rip. I don't know how many of you guys missed it. The house had five giant dogs, like five dogs in the house that were like 60 pounds or more. And they kind of just like destroyed the house. It made it smell and it needed a lot of work. Since then, we have gone to like two or three open houses, and each house for the budget is like it needs the basics. Like every single one we've looked at needs paint, needs the carpet pulled because no matter what house we get, like I said, we're gonna do no carpet in most of the house, like stuff like that. But some of them are like actually like worse. So we looked at one and I actually really liked it. It had like less square footage size wise than the other ones we had looked at, but the upstairs had two master size bedrooms and then another master size bedroom in the downstairs area. So there was like a tiny room, but there was four bedrooms, and all of the bedrooms had really good space utilization. Would have been like perfect to have all these rooms could genuinely like fit everything that I'd want to bring with, because I would say they're probably like these rooms were like half the size of my basement pretty much. Like it had great space utilization, but just vinyl wood, like some type of like hard flooring. I don't know. Obviously, we wouldn't go to like the old like OG style wood flooring and stuff that people cover up in their houses that are older. Like that's like sought after now, but really expensive. So yeah, it would be like more of like a I don't know if it would be it wouldn't be like a vinyl. It would be like the wood composite that like snaps into each other. So higher quality than just like, because I have vinyl down here and it's okay, but yeah, I personally liked it, but it was in all these houses that we've been looking at are not near where we live. So they're within like 15, 20 minutes out. There are ones that are farther that keep popping up for better prices, but we don't want to go to that area really necessarily. I don't know. It's so difficult to decide, dude, because the market is so like, the market is good because there's not a lot out there right now. So like if you put a house out, there's a lot of buyers, but there's not a lot of like choices for housing. That's why the market is good for people selling, not buying. So if you have an actual house that's for sale, it's going to sell pretty quick because there's not really a lot to buy, if that makes sense to you guys how I'm explaining it. The sad part is like we're just not finding something that feels right. Like all of these houses need a lot of work. We looked at a house before the one I'm saying I liked, but the basement had a room that was shaped like I don't know, it had two closets in it and it was a bonus room in the basement, but it was shaped like weird. It like you would walk in the door and then instead of having that space open up, there's a closet. So that means there's like a little hallway in between when you open the door, right? If they broke out the closet, it would have so much room. I don't know if it was a weight bearing wall where the closet was or not, but it would have so much more room if they didn't have these weird closets. So they have two giant closets in this room that make it shaped so awkward that like there's no way I could put my bed comfortably unless I just put it in the middle of the room. And then the one upstairs was like a 9-foot by 10-foot, which I could probably just put my bed in, but I wouldn't even be able to like, even the realtor lady was like, yeah, you wouldn't even really be able to put your dresser in here or anything. So you'd kind of just have to hang your clothes on hangers. But also the closet in the upstairs room was like very, very, very tiny. So that wasn't really an option. Um, it was in a better spot than the second house. The second house was in like a bigger development on a corner. So like you would get traffic coming from both ways. Coming, I mean, it wasn't bad because it was the farthest back, so you would see the least amount of traffic than if you were on like a main road. But there's still going to be people coming to turn left into yours, and that was where the house was, the corner, or they turn right and go to the other development. So it was just like a convergent of neighbors, like going into each other. So that was kind of like difficult, dude. It's just like it's been so hard because like we really wanted to do that, but my uncle is really good with houses and stuff, so he came along with us for the second one because my mom was like, I'd rather him like know what he's looking at and stuff. We had him come along and he just didn't think that it was done good. It like looked like it was like a slap job, and then we found out later that the guy that bought the house was just trying to flip it, that he's a realtor, but he also bought the house to flip. So just a lot of red flags, and it just sucks, dude, because there's not a lot out on the market right now. Housing is like at the all-time highest. I don't know if it's everywhere like that. There's probably like better states to live in, to be honest. PA has like, if you want a decent house, you're looking at like 500,000 realistically, lowest like 550. And it's just really, that's half a million dollars for a house is pushing it. But just to show like with the market and stuff, like our house, for example, back, I don't know how long we've lived in it, probably like almost 20, 15 years, maybe 16 years. Our house originally was worth like, house was worth like under 200 or whatever, and it's almost doubled for the house value, like estimated house value. Now, obviously, some people get a little bit less than the value on the market or whatever, just based on like if your house is appealing or not. And then sometimes people lower it, but like, and then these houses that we're finding have been on the market for more than a month, which is a red flag in the space of realtors, I've heard, because usually houses go very quickly. Like we had this really nice one that was a little above budget that was close to my grandparents, and it sold before it even was listed. So it said coming soon on the listing, and somebody bought it before it was even publicly announced. Like they saw the listing and somehow got in touch with a realtor to buy it before it even went up on the market. So it was listed pending and then sold within 2 days, and it wasn't even like listed yet. It said coming soon. I'm not disclosing what cities I'm looking for. I'll never put out like where I live to that degree. Because I don't know how big I'll ever get on YouTube, but even the fact that I have 17,000 subs, like the continued growth and stuff, I would never put out like where I'm at or whatever. But the generalized area is Pennsylvania, because I've said that a million times and I can't take that back. I've said that a million times on streams and stuff. So everybody that knows me at least that much. But yeah, it's just hard because like, I don't know if you guys personally know me to that degree. Some people that come on here might, but like I grew up in a countryside area, and there's a lot of Amish living and like fields and like backcountry vibe. Like that's a lot of PA, or at least like 65% of PA. But then there's also sprinkled in everywhere city living, or town living, I guess you would consider it, but it's still like bigger. Like if you were to live in like town or like city, you're getting a lot more like traffic. You obviously like it would suck to move on like a main road or whatever. And that's like the type of housing that goes up is like houses that are there for like have been around for a long time because obviously they're on the city or town area where it first was established, and then they usually build out around, so it like starts middle, goes out, so that newer houses are more out towards country, but the houses in town and stuff go up and they're like built earlier than like in very early 1900s and stuff. So it's just been rough, but I did want to come on here and at least tell you guys like we're still looking, and for me, I've just like I've been like pushing it home and telling my mom to like God has a plan. I think everything is like predetermined in a way, and it's just a matter of time. But the fact that like our house hasn't sold is kind of good in a way because we still have to have like a house that we're interested in. And there are ones that we've seen and there's ones that we've toured. We're just like waiting for something that fits our criteria. So we have like a specific heating element that would be the best for PA and the cheapest. Now I always forget like some people live in states they don't have to worry about heating because it doesn't get cold. Like California, people aren't getting like houses with heat because it doesn't get cold. Um, but like for PA, that's a big thing. So you want to go with the like less expensive option, and the most expensive is oil, like kerosene, I think it is. And that's what you want to avoid at all costs. Well, guess what is on the market a lot of the time? That. And you can upgrade heating, but the best type of heating is like natural gas, and a lot of places don't have natural gas. So, I, I, I mean, it might get like chilly, but I think the coldest weather that California ever sees is like 60s or maybe like high 50s. Whereas, like, when you live in PA, you get winters, so you have to have like heating. Like, I don't think that most places that are really, really like warm would have heating because it never really gets cold enough to like freeze your pipes or stuff. Whereas PA, like this past year, we seen 10 degrees, 8 degrees. Jake, do you have heating elements? Like a lot of houses have heating for an option there. But natural gas is like the best. And you can get like houses converted, but there are like limited areas that actually can be converted, which sucks because there was this one house that was so freaking nice and we didn't even get the option to look at it because we were all excited. We were all like interested in touring it and stuff. And then we called to see if they have the option in their area to convert, and they said no, there's no option. And like I said, it was an older house that had kerosene, so it just wasn't going to work out. Um, yeah, I mean, my dad has a fireplace, but I don't even know what they do. I don't know what he does. He has a small house though, where I grew up. Um, I don't know. Let me just look it up. Does all of the US have heating options in housing, or only northern and colder states? I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I would think realistically some states wouldn't, but small furnace. The South relies heavily on electricity. Okay. So they just Okay, so yeah, it would be like a heat pump. So that's most likely probably most cost efficient just in case, since they're not using heating as such. Yeah, northeast and Midwest usually rely on robust central heating, including natural gas, heating oil, or propane and furnace. So I guess it's different. It just all depends. So I guess legally they have to, but it's like an afterthought. So certain states have it as like a well, just in case it gets a little chilly, you guys have the option. But like states where it gets really cold, we have like a completely different, like we have the most options for heating because it's like a necessity, and it's probably been around longer, I would assume, in states that get as cold as it gets because, like I said, PA saw like 10 degrees or 8 degrees last year. I think it actually got to the negative. If that, I swear it got down like, let me show you guys my screen. I'll show it. What was the record low temperature in PA in 2025? Yep. I wasn't lying. See? Try to bring my screen bigger. Harrisburg, Chester County. Don't know where some of these places are, but it saw, so parts of PA saw -5 and -9. So yeah, it's getting crazy out here in PA, dude. It's getting crazy. Those times aren't fun. You can't even go outside or anything. They have like a frost warning, and yeah. But all right. Enough of that. I don't want to be depressing. I'm just letting you guys know that it's taking a lot longer than we thought, but I 100% like, dude, I'm so excited if we can like get out, like just prayers, guys. I'm asking for prayers that we can find something that's actually really good, because when we do find something, I'm just gonna say this on stream now. Somebody can clip it or whatever to save it or whatever, just to make it an official announcement. When we find a place, I will do a bedroom reveal when I get my stuff in. Then we will decorate on stream. I will then do a full 24-hour stream, but I will have to have internet. But this will be like, I'll try to make it as close to the day of moving in, or the day of moving in, or the day after, but as physically close whenever we have the ability to actually stream, I will be doing that. And you guys know how I feel about 24 hours. I don't ever really do 24 hours, but for that, to commemorate and have new memories, new space, all that, that's what's going to happen. So I do feel like I need to kind of switch the vibe up down here for people that come and tour it, just because I feel like I cleaned it and stuff, but I do feel like I have to, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a way that I could like set up my stuff to just like be better for people coming in and touring it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not necessarily sure how I would do it, but I feel like I should kind of like, I don't know, make it more feeling like homey and stuff, but I just have so much crap. So I might try to start selling stuff this week. But I want to shout out this company, not because they sent me it for free, but because I found out about them and I'm very like impressed with the quality of this. We haven't used it yet. I have to figure out with my cousin. She wanted to come out with me and my sister this weekend and potentially swim. Well, when you get tattoos, you're not supposed to swim. I literally forgot that last week when my leg piece was healing. Now, it didn't really mess it up that bad because I was only in for like 5 minutes and I was like, oh crap, I'm not supposed to be in the pool. Because I could see my leg was starting to form like scabs and peel like early on, and you're supposed to wait for that to happen naturally. When you speed it up, you risk the risk of infection, and I guess pools are just really bacteria filled. Even if it's not a public one, it's still gross, and chlorine can do a bunch of stuff. But we got this machine that I purchased, and I don't even think I think I was so dazed that day because that was the day after we had just come from looking at a house. I don't think I even really properly showed you guys this. So this is the new machine. It's actually like way bigger than my other one, like thickness wise, which I'm not sure how I'm gonna like. I don't know if I'll get used to it or not. I learned online that apparently the thicker, the better it is for like hand crampness, because the wider grip you have, the less you have to hold tension on it. It gives you better grip, and the smaller ones will cause hand fatigue. I really wanted one that felt more like a pencil, obviously not like as thin, but just like a little bit thinner of a grip. This is bigger than my last one, but the old one just had a little battery pack clip thing and no screen, just a double tap, and you had 4 presets of speed. This one has full adjustment by the 0.1 and a full LCD. I don't think it's touchscreen now, but a full LCD screen. This controls how much your needle sticks out of the cartridge. Well, the thing that makes this really special and really good, this part, this collar, controls your stroke, and that means how long the needle actually stays out. So I guess it's like a more controlled speed of the needle. It's like RPMs, rotation per minute of an engine. It's pretty much similar to that. And having that range of control is better for when you actually get good. This is also supposed to be a really high quality piece, which is supposed to improve tattooing. So we'll actually see if I get better at it. I can't honestly tell just from looking at it until I use it, but pretty cool. And it also comes with a second battery pack, so it's kind of neat. So I'll never run out while I'm tattooing. But yeah, we got a full kit. I just got white ink today to practice with, which will be used for like shading and adding extra texture to pieces. I'm really passionate about, like, I like doing it because it's art, but it's art that I can take with me and show off. And like, we've already started covering like parts of my body and stuff, so I might as well try to keep getting good at it. And I do think that maybe there would be a future potential in doing it. I'm not sure, but I just truly have enjoyed doing it. And let's show stream real quick. So we thought we were being botted, and basically what that means is, like, if you do get botted on YouTube, which it's even harder to do on YouTube than Twitch. Twitch you can just buy bots easily for false promo and stuff. get more people to click on you thinking that a lot of people are watching you. It's bad if you get caught doing it. But if you guys look here, this stream, when I did the tattooing, when I literally just got on for 15 minutes and showed you guys the after, and then this one, when I just sat for an hour 40 messing around with my leg, all these views were actually real. Because if they were bots, it would have gone away. And if you guys want to look with me, most popular streaming, guess what's at number 2 now of all time? Kind of worth doing. I mean, I enjoy doing the tattoo streams. I know people like kind of get upset that I don't talk a lot, but that's also because I'm locked in. And if you guys go back to my old stuff, okay, you gotta delete that. Didn't know that was there. All my top streams, if you guys notice, like are nowhere close. This one was really good. I'm not sure how we didn't get higher than 138 because I swore we had like so many new people back then, and literally it was a 5-hour stream. It was no like baby 1-hour stream. It was a 5-hour stream. So I don't know how we didn't get more on that. You guys can obviously tell what everybody's favorite is, though. If you notice the freaking, let me zoom out. If you notice the trend, why is my stream doing it? What? Did you guys notice a trend? The trend would be Balloon Tower. I stopped doing that, obviously, because I got really bored of it, which I kind of regret now, but yeah, we'll have to see. I still want to figure out like other stuff that you guys would want to watch me do. But getting paid to tattoo when I'm not even tattooing somebody, I'm tattooing myself. And I get a free tattoo and I get to learn in the process. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of a cool payout. Kind of a cool deal. I gotta what the fuck? My sister just scared the crap out of me. I gotta see. I don't know any of my login information. Probably should change this to. I don't know how many people know my information on here. It says it's going to send me a code on my phone for a 2-step verification. What the heck? Did you guys like the other game we played? Do you guys like the Bendy? Or is that kind of boring? I feel like the ending was confusing. But I don't know. I would probably be down to play another one. Continue, use. I don't need to. I need to get on here and just make sure that some of my videos are private. I did not know that. My bad. That is uncomfortable. So how have you guys been since I've been gone? Where'd my chat just go? Okay. Yo, how do I have both of them public still? I never. Oh, it's because I sorted by I wish I could delete them, but I don't think I'll have a money pool then. I think if you delete videos that you've already made money on, it like negatively. I don't know how that works. I gotta look into it because I think you can still potentially make money even though they're private. But if you delete them, it like takes it from the total money pool. Okay. I need to have you guys help me organize the room down here for buyers because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I could put like the desk and stuff in a better place. But then again, I don't want to make it to a point where it's like, ow, too weird. So we'll have to see. Let me see what Bendy. Oh, it's good we bought the game too because it's back to $20. I didn't know it was on sale when I bought it, to be honest. When was this released? 2022. It actually looks like they improved on the quality, but I'm not sure like what happened with the series to kill it. Cause why didn't they keep doing the Bendy games? Does anybody know? I want to see what's in the category for horror right now. New Enchant, trending, most recent. Okay, never heard of them. New and trending. Yo, I always heard about this game. What is it? July? It is July. Release date? Oh, dang. Did you guys ever hear of this game? I don't know why, but oddly, I used to get like a lot of random game like trailers on YouTube. Did you guys ever see this one? I don't know what it's about, but I always get it, and I was curious just because of the like look of it. I don't know if it's like a survival.
Afterlife is waiting for you.
Oh, I guess it does tell you. It is a survival game. Oh, is it Dead by Daylight or like the Killer Clowns?
He's coming.
So it's everyone survives one like killer.
Did you miss me?
Why does it look like the thing that drives the Black Ops zombies bus or whatever? Transit? So it's a survival. You think anyone actually played it? It literally says it came out today, but it has mixed reviews, which is not good. That means that there's probably bugs and stuff. I'd say they're very honest about their ratings on Steam. Carnival Hunt is a 5v1 first-person asymmetrical horror. 5 wind-up bunnies. Okay, so it's like an escape thing. Let me see if... What's the game called that what did I just type, guys? What is it called? Carnival Hunt? Carnival Hunt. Oh, there are people playing it. So I just watch a random streamer. This is a small streamer. And she's watching somebody. I'm watching somebody watching somebody. I don't want to do that. That's creepy. This guy's
They banned Larry.
way bigger.
No way.
Holy
Are
crap.
you good? That's like Ben known.
2 mil.
Accidental grippers. What if it's accidental grippers? Feet out.
I mean, if you're,
it's accidental grippers. Feet out.
I mean, if you're like, I believe the rule is, and I might be wrong in this, if you're like actively showing your feet on purpose, then you could be
right. But like, if you're barefoot, right, and you're lounging, you know.
So it is literally.
Your toes are shown on the ground as you're leaving. Then
What
you're
if
probably fine.
I'm barefoot and I happen to like to sit lounged, sat back? Is that
How hard is it to play Dead by Daylight? It looks like that.
Going to Cabo for 7 days.
That's fucking bullshit, dude. I got ugly feet anyway. It's not like no one wants to pay to see these grippers. Fuck them.
It's a good chance no one reports
Okay,
you.
what if your feet aren't barefooted? What if you're in socks and you're just
you're
displaying
fine.
those puppies but in socks?
Yeah,
It just can't be
you're fine.
barefoot for
My
display.
roundabout way to do it is
If
use
you guys
water
cover
shoes. You still get
this
the,
guy's
light
like
from them, but, yeah.
eyes and stuff, he kind of looks like what I used to look like when I had my head shaved.
And I'm wearing Birkenstocks with no socks.
Hey,
That's a
you
gray
guys think
area,
after
man.
some time?
What were you gonna say, Sid?
Oh, wait, can I jump? Can I take fall damage to die?
Yes.
Yes.
The killer ain't doing
Oh,
it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm like curious what
We're just
what
discussing
the
good
like point is, but I'm not really understanding.
Get a Cabo
The
for-
literal like thing that got me motivated to play Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I used to watch this guy on TikTok play it. His name was like Jose or something. And he literally just motivated me to want to play the game because he like made it look so fun. And it like made me so interested in it. And I don't know how, but I like fell into the trap of just like watching someone else play it. And then I got super like interested in it. I don't see. I'm watching, but I don't like. I don't know if that looks. That doesn't even look like a complete game to me. Doesn't look like he's doing much. But I don't know. I'll have to keep my eye on that game. It doesn't even say a price though, does it? Oh, it's okay. So it already had a discount. It was released. It was released today, and it already has a $2 discount. Not a good sign for the game. It's gonna need a lot of social media support. Like, you guys wonder why I have such a hard time picking games and stuff. Like, what is that? What is that? Like, you have the whole Steam cluttered with that. Also, dude, what happened to my Twitch? We finally hit, I think, 33 watchers. And then I dropped 2. And since I took a break, I lost all my viewership. YouTube peeps, I love y'all. We somehow always maintain viewership. Sometimes we actually get higher. Like today, we peaked at 7 or 8, which is cool. I mean, hopefully we can keep growing. And like I said, it's kind of neat that I guess I might like somehow indirectly like boost my channel by being MIA, because people are going to start wondering like where I'm at. I feel like people that post all the time build up a hype when they disappear, because then everybody wants to know like what's going on. So maybe that was what happened today when I like got on for the announcement. Like, I'm not sure, because I don't know 8 people that watch my channel. But Res Evil is still discounted, but I'm still not paying $55 for the game. What the actual... They made another repo knockoff called Last Pirates where you collect booties. What in the actual crap is Steam?
Welcome aboard, matey Sierra Quata with you.
Wait, have you put a blowfish with the sausage?
Yo, repo literally like got big and then died partially.
The crew
How
come back empty-handed.
is there still so many people making like rips off of it? It's actually crazy. Every day I see like
What lurks below
5
is dirty
new
under booty.
games that are made to look exactly like Rebo.
Help me. Why does anybody want me?
What does that even mean, Jake?
Run, fight, lose a leg, and die.
Partial
together.
custody?
This is what you signed up for, after all.
Olaf, it's growing. It gave me.
Yep, that is something. I'm for real trying to like figure out what we can do for like future streams and stuff. I feel like I need to get on with you guys like once a week and collectively try to brainstorm and like figure out what you guys are interested in, because I feel like when I'm not on my game, like when I'm not streaming, I feel like I'm not like that's like my time to disconnect. So before I get on stream and stuff, I get in the mindset of a streamer. I get into like my personality where I have like a certain voice I talk in or whatever. Obviously, I don't talk like this all the time. If I'm like really close with people, I kind of have like a performative voice or whatever, but I'm usually not like always ADHD brain or whatever. But I as soon as I get off stream, I disconnect, and I feel like I'm not as locked with like finding games and all that stuff. So I feel like I need to do that with you guys. I feel like I need a helpful drive in the right direction for like stuff that you guys want to see me play and all that. But yeah, we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna pray and hope that we have some word this week about the house situation and stuff, because we're really trying to figure it out, guys. It's kind of like good and bad, but I'm trying to like look at it as a positive. Like I trust in God and God's plan and stuff, and I think that I maybe need to start selling stuff out of here to clear out space. And yeah. But wasn't trying to do a crazy long stream today, honestly. If we can find a game or something to play, obviously like that's what keeps me on streams, is playing games and stuff. The thing that motivates me the most to go IRL or to go on stream is to play video games. Now the IRL stuff was nice, but I'm gonna have to save up. That's actually partially what I'm doing with the side. I have been saving up money for a while, but I'm also saving up money to just buy a phone off contract for streaming. Now the freaking one that people recommend, the best recommended stream phone, is Samsung. Let me see if I can bring it up on this computer because I have something up brought on the other one. It's a Samsung S25 Ultra. And if you guys wondered what that freaking costs, I don't even like off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's like over $1,000. That's like the phone that they recommend streamers get. Yeah, it's $1299.99. And for me, I haven't been able to like pull the trigger on that because I save and then I have separate saving where I'm like, okay, this is like saving for something I want, savings for actual savings that I'm not going to spend. Well, I don't want to spend that. That's a lot of money. But I do kind of miss going IRL and doing stuff like that. It was really fun. That's one of the houses that we checked actually kind of made me happy because I was like the backyard. I could like sit out and do IRL content, which it wouldn't be IRL. I'd just be sitting in my yard, but it kind of had a bigger yard to like explore and stuff. But dude, my hair has been driving me nuts recently. Oh, Jake, you missed the stream yesterday. I am now at a 10 gauge. We went from 14 to 12 to 10. They are still tiny, but since I can't wear metal anything anymore, the next thing is silicone or glass, and you can't get earrings in silicone or glass. You have to get gauges, so we're back in that. I don't think I'm gonna go back down like I did, but I might go to like a 6. The goal is to get at least an 8 so I can start wearing silicones again, because I like silicones better than these weird rod looking things. But yeah, that's kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I don't even know how it's possible to develop a metal allergy or whatever, but dude, I get the freaking I get the aesthetic of having long hair, or whatever, but the functionality of having long hair is so annoying. Honestly, what you guys see now is like what I was gonna cut my hair. I was going to literally section off, keep the top part, and then trim it like that a bit, and then shave the rest as an undercut. But since I can put it up and get the same look and still keep my hair, I keep it. But in the summertime, I don't get the I get the look of like long hair, like the aesthetic, but I don't get the functionality. It drives me insane. I get so hot when my neck is constantly covered by like so much thick hair. So the moment I pull it up, it's so freeing. But then I've also noticed that I get crazy headaches when I keep my hair up for too long. So, but yeah, dude, see, I was gonna get glass just so that I could use it to stretch, because glass is better than tapers, in my opinion, when you get the smaller size or bigger sizes. Smaller gauge number, bigger size. But yeah, they actually have ones where Amazon started buying main suppliers, and like I don't know how like legit it is doing this, but let me bring it up. I just realized I'm going to do an incognito because that will hide my location, I think, on Amazon, I believe. Okay, whatever. So Amazon started getting their hands in the supplier chain, and that kind of screws over people like Arctic Buffalo and stuff, because now They have to get competitive with these prices. And you really can't be, like, you can't really get too competitive. Like, it's almost impossible, because I was paying like $15 per gauge for the initial stretching kits. You get a full kit. Yeah, I mean, this they might be buying old stock from Arctic Buffalo. I don't know. I do think that it was a little ridiculous, the pricing scale, because I bought 3 pairs with a current sale going on with the cheapest colors, because they would sell them based on how popular the colors were of the style. So I got the literal, like, cheapest colors that they had, which were like ones that people didn't really like orange. I got like a blue and white swirl, because blue was popular, but the swirl made it not popular. And I still paid like $40 fucking for 3 of them with a current sale and it being the cheapest one. So I was like, yeah, fuck that. That was when I was still at like a 2 gauge too. But no, I said I don't want to stretch my ears again, really. I had 2 options. One, do I want to let my ears close that I've had since 18? 16? I got my ears pierced when I was like 16 or 17. Do I let them go closed because I developed a weird, rare metal allergy for some reason? I don't know where it comes from, but anytime I was putting in metal, I tried gold, I tried stainless, I tried websites that claimed titanium. Every single one made me break out with like a rash, and I was getting like weird eczema. And I was like, dude, I don't think that I want to let my ears go closed. Like, the whole point of me getting rid of my gauges was so that I could wear earrings again. Well, if I can't wear metal stuff, I was like, well, what do I wear? So I go searching around for earrings and stuff. Well, apparently a person can become allergic to every type of metal. I don't know what it means. I read online, I think ChatGPT said that some people just don't handle metal. Like, their body starts to reject metal or something, or reactions, or so I have the option to let them close, or I was like, what else materials can you use for regular earrings? Well, you can't get regular earrings in glass, and you can't get regular earrings in acrylic. So that's what I'm doing. But no, I have acrylic in right now. Yeah, I have acrylic in right now. But yeah, you can't get anything else for earrings. Like, I looked it up, I searched far and wide, and I was like, well, now what do I do? Well, if I am going to go back to gauges, the most comfortable, non-problematic jewelry I ever wore was silicone. For whatever reason, my body loves silicone. I never had a problem with silicone. All I had to do was clean my ears once a week. Never had a problem. Well, I was like, all right, let me look up silicone gauge kit or whatever. The kits, the soonest you can wear a tunnel is an 8 gauge. And usually, I mean, you can really search if you want to only go one size and really find a niche one that looks really tiny. But I was like, if I'm going back to a gauge, I might as well go to like an 8 or a 6, so at least it kind of looks like something. Like, I have little tiny tunnels, you know what I mean? So I kind of just made the decision that I have no other option. So I went back. I cannot even tell you what that means. I honestly think that there's something wrong with me. I don't know if that's like paranoia or if that's like anxiety. I've thought this for a very long time, but I feel like I have some type of hormonal or something wrong that the doctors can't pinpoint because they just want to test you and test you and test you and get all these things done, and they don't really care how much money you're spending. They're like, well, that's what's required if you want to know what's wrong with you. You got to spend $2,000 for blood work. Like, cool. Sick. Love that. But, like, what causes random metal allergy to all metal types in earrings? And I can't even stretch my ears with metal. That's what sucks the most. A perceived allergy to all metal types is usually caused by a hidden nickel in mixed metal alloys, cumulative contact dermatitis. What does that even mean? Many earrings labeled as silver, gold, or stainless are actually not, and they contain hidden nickel. Gold-plated or silver-plated earrings lose their coating and become very harsh. Your immune system can silently build up a sensitivity to metals. Or, see, that's what I like. I literally feel like I have I feel like I have an immune system, like something. Because I talked to this one girl that I don't talk to anymore. Don't know why. She just like randomly stopped talking to me. That was one that I talked to you guys about a while back when I was still trying to like actively search for girls. We were supposed to hang out. She kind of gave off weird vibes, like with just like how she was like talking to me and stuff, like interested, but kind of like reserved, which I'm guessing she probably just had a bunch of other people talking to her at the same time. But she had issues with immune system problems, and it made her chronically tired and feel like chronically tired all the time. And I get that way, like terrible. And the only thing that I can think of is I have an immune system problem because, like I said, I never had a problem with metal until within the last year or so, or something else, because I never wanted to take naps, and now I want to take naps all the time. And I thought it was because of depression, so I got on medicine, and I just took naps even more. So obviously that wasn't helping it. And then I was like, well, what else would cause it other than immune? And I'm thinking like either it's an immune disorder or something that I have, POTS, something, I don't know, something with like, that's why I started trying to take vitamins and stuff for energy, but it just gives me headaches. Or I truly don't know, boys. I don't know. As I got older, I've felt like I'm like tired a lot, and it takes a lot for me to like get up to do stuff. Like it's not like the normal like, oh, he's just being lazy. No, like I literally some days don't want to get out of bed. I have to physically push myself out of bed, and like literally I'll roll out of bed and hit the floor, and that like jolts me up. And yeah, it's just been I don't know what causes it. I truly don't. The only other thing I can think of is, I don't know, let me look up. I live down here, and I told you guys about the radon. I lived in the radon for so long without it being tested. What are the symptoms of high radon exposure for a long time? I've been in it for like, I've been down in the basement for 10 years. For 10 years. High radon exposure for 10 years can cause, I can have lung cancer. Yeah, coughing, shortness of breath, and chest pain. I wake up with that every night. Radon is invisible. Breathing radon does not cause short-term effects. It damages your cells and harms DNA. Great. Yeah, because it's like radon. It's radiation. You should be tested if you have constant pain in your chest, shortness of breath. I don't cough blood. I used to. Unexplained weight loss. Extreme tiredness or fatigue. Yep. GG's, guys. How to read a radon machine. A radon removal system to know that it's working properly. The guy told me this, but I don't remember. Check the YouTube nanometer gauge. Look for an uneven liquid level. A working system shows a clear height difference in the colored liquid columns, which equal or zero levels means the system lacks suction. The color liquid is uneven, sitting higher on one side and lower on the other. Most normal readings read between 0.5 and 1.5 of water pressure. Hold on, I gotta actually check this. I've never checked this. I mean, I can hear the fans working, but yeah, I don't think it was good that I lived down here for that long. Yeah, Jake, I'll probably get glass. Dude, the only thing, this sounds stupid, but I know they make glass jewelry to help people like stretch their ears or whatever. Why has no company made glass gauges that are shorties? I'm not going to be the one to do it, but I wish there was a way to get people's attention to collaborate with or something, like get credited for it. I mean, maybe it's not the like most original idea, but I have like ideas randomly that are like really good, but all the like zero gauge 2, 4, 6, all of the smaller sizes that people like want, there aren't shorty versions. They're all like this long. That is annoying to sleep in. I mean, these have been okay because I double O-ring the backs so they don't poke and they're not as long. But like they'll be like literally like that long or longer, and they just like poke you. And it's uncomfortable because I always like when I'm doing stuff, I like to lay on this side of my. And I also get scared. I don't know why, but I always get scared that glass is gonna somehow break in my ear and like cut me. Because I've heard of people. I know that how the glass is made. It's like Borlick something. It's a different type of glass. It's made with more of like strength in mind. But I'm always scared that it's like gonna snap and slice my ear or something. Ow. You just cut the heck out of my hand. Ouch. First glass plugs I ever bought was at a 10 gauge. Yeah, I don't have any places like that. There's this one place that does tattoos. I know they sell gauges too because they're like a parlor, but yeah, I just don't like how long glass. I feel like there should be options once you like stretch, because I know like people use glass for stretching instead of tapers. They say it's better. You got to have a longer surface for tapering, but I wish they would just make like, I couldn't even ever find zero gauge ones that were like that. I think I bought some fake ones off Amazon before, but it's claimed that they were glass, but I'm pretty sure they were acrylic because they just like, they didn't feel heavy like glass. But apparently you can lie on Amazon. You can just say that they're glass, and people are like, they won't realize, some people. But yeah, guys, I really wish that I could have like more content. I really wish. I like got motivated. I don't know if you guys know who Kai Cenat is. I mean, most people that are on Twitch a lot would know who he is, but he does this like streamer university where he has a bunch of people go and he rents out a full college campus and has people do like college stuff, but they're all streamers and they do content there, and he hosts that. And a lot of established streamers went there to be teachers and to teach you stuff about streaming. And some of the things were like goofy, but there was actually like a lot of motivational people there as well. And yo, they kind of like opened my eyes, because they're like, yo, if you want to do streaming full time, you kind of have to realize that if you want it as a job, you better treat it as a job. And the one dude was like, I forget, he was like, what are you guys' average streaming times? And a lot of people were like 8 to like 14 hours a day. And he's like, okay, I'm going to give you guys a rule of thumb. You should stream 4 to 6 hours a day minimum, but no more than 8 hours a day. And he was like, the sweet spot, I would say like 5 hours a day. And I was like, damn, I stream realistically, unless I'm doing like long playthroughs, I'll stream like an hour or two a day. And he was like, yeah, the influx of new people usually come after you've been streaming for over an hour to an hour and 30. I'm usually off my stream by then. So I feel like I kill any like proper growth that I would get before it even happens. And then it kind of like made me open my brain and be like, dang, dude. Like, it made me think that maybe I truly am not as motivated as I should be. But then it's hard for me, because in my head, a lot of streamers were like, yeah, I just treat it like a job, and I'll like go IRL, and I'll go back to desktop, and then I'll do this and I'll do that. And I'll kind of just live my day on camera, and people like mess with it. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but I can't do that. I have to stay at desktop because I don't have a, there's an IRL toolkit that people use, and it lets you switch back and forth. It's kind of like a cloud service, but it's really expensive. You pay for it monthly or yearly, and I think it ends up being like $2,200 a year to have access to it. And I just don't be making enough to justify that. So it's kind of rough. But and then they said the majority of Twitch streamers, the top 10%, they're like breaking down the price revenue and stuff, and they're like, if you can even average 200 people on Twitch when you go live, you pretty much have made it, because 65 to 70% of Twitch viewer streams have under like 50 viewers, and I'm in like the 40 percentile of having like less than 5. So I'm competing with the majority right now as far as like boosting myself. But yeah, our Twitch is always dead. YouTube kind of spikes, but he also said that if you want to grow and make good money, you should focus more on Twitch. He said restreaming has its thing, but Twitch is better to like stream and grow because you make more consistent money and higher money on ads when you become a partner. And then he says just to like upload your VODs to YouTube. And I was like, well, that would be pointless because if I would upload my VODs to YouTube, people could watch my stream after the fact. But the whole reason people come to my streams is because I'm talking like live on YouTube. Like my videos, everything else, my live streams do so much better. But when my content isn't personal one-on-one where I'm chatting to people, it doesn't ever get the same hype. So I don't know necessarily if that was good advice or not he had, but yo, depending on the color scheme of these actually are kind of tough. I feel like I'd wear these. They're kind of girly, but I kind of like the opaque pink. Yeah, they're not bad. They're like clear pink. They'd kind of blend in. I might get a pair. They have cool colors too. Yeah, that's what's hard. Like, I don't have that same thing. Like, obviously, when you amass a big enough audience where people are like really vibing with you and just like you for your attention or like you for your personality, then that's where people get like the YouTube views and stuff. But until you like establish yourself or have like a type of like personality that's really like drawing people in, there's no point in doing the like Twitch VOD thing because like, I mean, I could get people on Twitch, but I don't know. YouTube has always had the option to go live. I would only live like on and off very, very little. Back in the day, I tried to game, but I would do it off of PlayStation a lot. And the PlayStation streams sucked. You couldn't talk one-on-one and then play a game and then go back and talk one-on-one. You couldn't show your screen, anything. You had the option to show the game. Once you were done with the game, you had to get off because there was no way to switch the scene or anything. Like, I can show you guys different scenes and stuff using OBS, and a lot of people have been using OBS since the beginning, but I was scared to switch. I was scared that I would lose people that felt like the PlayStation streams made them feel more like connected. Fun fact, a really big streamer, iShowSpeed, he started by streaming off of his PlayStation in his house, and he just played 2K. So in my head, I was like, yo, I could do that because I could be original. People see my streams. They're like, oh, these are different, and they would stay. That wasn't the case, but I was really scared to switch. I stopped for a little bit, and then I'd say what, like for the past year and a half, I've been more consistent with streaming. I've always streamed. I just was never consistent, and I was never like trying as hard as I should have. I was more so, I guess, thinking that I was gonna have like a one-hit wonder type thing, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of drama in the space. There's a lot of like BS and a lot of current streamers and stuff. It's all about like drama and how they can be perceived, and more people hating on them and more people finding ways to come at their character, more jealousy, all that. I'm not really in the mind space of like how fast I can grow. I just want to get to a point where I can at least like start supporting my family. It sounds like conceited, I guess, because like there's people that can't even take care of themselves or whatever. But I want to get to a point where I'm at least financially well off that I can take care of myself and also help with my family. Just because of the situation, a lot of stuff that y'all don't really keep track of maybe or whatever. I don't even know if I ever talked about the whole like situation that happened a couple years ago with my family and the circumstances and everything I went through with that. I don't really want to put his business out there, but a close family member of ours went through a stroke and it almost killed him, and he will never be able to properly move around again without a wheelchair or crutches. And I feel especially guilty that I can't like financially help the family in a way. I judge myself very harshly on like being able to be a provider in that way because I can always take care of myself, but I am not at the point on YouTube that people misinterpret a lot on YouTube. We talked about this a little bit with the drama that I had, but it doesn't even matter how many subscribers you have. Like that's kind of like secondary. YouTube is all on the basis of ad revenue. Like I said, those tattoo videos that were averaging 400 views in an hour, if I streamed those tattoo videos like I was streaming my gaming and I like stayed on for longer, if I would have streamed and maintained that viewership for 5 hours, I would have made good ass money. Because I made okay. I made okay money on that. 400 for a live stream, pretty good. But I average, once I leave stream, maybe 40, maybe up to 100. But that's like max cap. And if I want to be like to an extent where I can help family and stuff, I need to be like, once I get off my stream, I should be in the thousands at least on views. Like 5 to 10,000 off live stream. Doesn't even matter. If I don't even grow on, like if I don't get any more subs, that's fine. If I just had people randomly coming on my streams like that, we'd be good. And it did make me contemplate trying to stream more in this way. That's why I was going to actually start streaming more off my phone. Because when you stream vertical instead of horizontal, it puts you on the shorts page more, and that is what helps you get discovered more, because YouTube does nothing with promo. They don't really push your channel. They will randomly. I think I had it like once this year where they like started pushing it, and it tells you on the video, it'll say YouTube is featuring this video. But yeah, so I might have to save up and get a second phone for live streaming. The one I have now is garbage. It like the mic is blown in it, so you can't really hear. You can't turn the mic up on it either. And I don't think the quality is really good. It's like an iPhone SE, so it's from like 2014, 15. But yeah, I'm always trying to grow and push myself and try to get to that point, but it is really rough. And I also won't use it as like a means to get stuff. Like a lot of people online, to get pity viewership and stuff, will talk about their hardships in life and what they want to do for their family and use that as like a heartstrings thing. Like, let me get pity so that I can grow really fast and stuff. And I won't do that. The sad part, I was talking to my pap, is the sad part about this industry is you gotta have no morals. You gotta be willing to say and do and act however you can possibly get views. Like whatever the craziest behavior the craziest things, getting into politics, stuff that pisses people off is going to get the most views. And it's sad because he was like, the people that I see that blow up and stuff all seem like terrible people. And some people could just be putting that on as a persona or whatever. But I don't want to be somebody that gets on stream and has a bunch of kids or whatever look up to me and be a negative influence. I just won't. I follow, I would never like say this directly, but I follow like a streamer that's very religious. He talks about religion a lot, but he also, his behavior does not match it. And he does a lot of like outlandish stuff on stream. And it's cool. You can view that as like, well, Christians aren't perfect. We're not expected to be perfect. Everybody sins and stuff. But if I'm aware of how I act and I'm aware of the impact that I make, if I have like millions of people watching me and I'm not like constantly preaching the gospel and stuff, or if I'm not like doing something to better people's lives, like, you know what I mean, in a positive way, for me personally, as a Christian, that's not going to cut it. So when I get on here, I can act goofy sometimes and like not even necessarily know what I'm doing at times because I'm not like fully active when I'm playing games, like what I'm saying, trying to work on my cursing, all that. But I don't want to be known for something bad. But no, because to me, like, I don't know. To me, like, I've made it this far and not needed help. If I start a GoFundMe, it just sounds like begging, and it'll get the negative connotation, and then people will just assume that the worst, and it looks like begging for money, which, like, I see that all the time. People will literally be like, yo, I'm homeless, guys. Can you donate to me? They'll like post that they're homeless in their car on TikTok or something. And it's just everyone saying like, get a fucking job. So realistically, I could just get a fucking job, give up my dreams and stuff. I mean, you guys know I already do other stuff as well, but I just keep on trucking on, and I'm trying to be the best person I can with also holding to like a standard. Like I said, like for me, God would not want me to act the way that these people that call themselves Christians would act. But also, I can't judge them. They know definitely what they're doing is not to a degree of like how they should be, but who knows, they might change. I can't vibe with that. Like the people that I watch, if I acted like that, I would not have the type of following that I want. I would have a completely different, childish, mainly like 16 and under audience that just wants to see me yell and scream. And I watch people that stream and they're like, what the fuck, man? What? Like they just scream and yell about nothing nonstop. They watch clips and they like scream and yell and just act goofy. Yeah. I just want to be a chill person. I want to be like known for just, and it's possible. There's been a ton of people that have gotten popular. Like, yeah, Queso's an example. Just being genuine. I mean, his jump start was kind of the fact that everyone would call him fat and stuff, but he kind of embraced it and then ended up having a platform, and then people love him now. His chat is very toxic, I will say. Even though there's a lot of people that love Queso, there's a lot of people that also still hate him or hate that he's famous or just call him fat, because I'll read his chat and I'll be like, yeah, bro, if I was seeing that a million times, like fat and stuff, I would just get annoyed. But no, there's definitely like there's a lot of people that like say they plan all their streams, and they like they do streams purposely because it creates drama. And the main thing that would fit under that category would be like what do they call them, like clout houses and stuff, where they get into groups of people and they use those groups to boost themselves. So basically they have a stream plan, they know what's going to happen before they get on. I watch a dude that literally has admitted to it, and like they'll have a war where they'll fake get mad at each other and they'll start shooting paintballs at each other and destroy their house, or they'll steal something out of one person's room and then they fake act angry. It's like a whole acting scene and stuff pretty much. But I don't know. Like I guess to a degree I could find that fun if it was people that I truly enjoyed being around and I wasn't like promoting negative behavior. You know what I mean? But these people literally like are just known for like going to or having a house that they share together and just like smashing stuff, throwing stuff on the ground, crashing out, acting stupid. Like that's so much what streaming is nowadays. And I'm hoping that it kind of turns I hope it kind of turns in a different direction where those people can stay relevant, whatever, to the younger audience. But I really hope that there can be like older audiences that start going back to the good old like desktop vibes, like just finding people that you vibe with or you like match with energy wise, or you know what I mean? Like having that direct connection. Like if I could maintain and see my viewers, I'm going to talk to the people that are being positive in chat. Like the people that are being cool with me or that want to know me as a person, I'm going to read those chats. When you get to a point where you're just doing stuff for clips and you want people to like crash out and act stupid, yeah, your chat is moving and flying by, but they don't even have like a personal relationship with their chat. They look at their chat as like, this is my money, my dollar signs. Everyone, I love you guys. You guys are so awesome because you guys are giving me, like the one guy I watch makes like, I think he said like 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month. So I mean, I could never around this area, I would never find content creators. It's very rare. That's why I was excited about that one girl that I had met, because I thought that we were going to be able to like bounce ideas off each other and kind of like use and pick each other's minds to like figure out stuff. And I still to this day, even after getting off of like my meds, because I thought maybe my meds were making me trip a little bit. Like maybe I was like wording stuff different or whatever. Like I went back and I still don't understand to this day, like what I did to make her think that I was like one, interested in her enough for her to judge my character and like say these accusations about me that weren't true. And then two, for just her to like act like she was something that she wasn't. She was just definitely not a good person. But like I said, God be exposing people so fast in my life, it's not even funny. Like God will be like, watch, within one day, you're going to know if this person's meant to be in your life, and snap your fingers and they're gone. They're gone. Yeah, I mean, I could start a Discord and stuff. It's just all about like how I would find these people, because like usually networking on streaming is kind of like, I don't know. It's weird. I actually don't even know how you would go about that. I do see a lot of like TikTok people posting and being like, do you guys want to be friends? Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should go on TikTok, make my own thing separate from, like, I don't want it to be associated with like the Clipper pages and stuff, but make my own personal one where I'm just like, hey guys, this is my thing. You know what I mean? I guess I could start that. Let me just take a picture. Take a picture of the screen right here. And I'll do like a starting video. Hey guys, looking for friends, and maybe I should just post that every single day on TikTok and see if I can find like-minded channels and stuff to bounce ideas, and maybe I could start a Discord for that. I don't know. Would definitely be interesting. But yeah, it's been really difficult trying to find stuff. And like I said, that was like the only person I knew in PA. It's really hard to find stuff. I know people in PA that have like different vibed channels. Like I know two like really big car channels that are like in the area, but I don't like those type of people either, because they were fake from the jump. They were like really just crappy people and just got big off of flexing their money to people that don't have money. And now they're just millionaires off of that same like concept. But yeah, it's hard to find people that do like the content that I do, or like vibes like that. But yeah, I'll try it, Jake. I mean, that's a good idea. I could probably try to at least see how TikTok responds, like make an account for TikTok. I would not make a Facebook group just because, like, to protect my identity or whatever, because Facebook is crazy anyways. My sister had like some weird experience on Facebook with like trying to post about, she's trying to start a thing with dog sitting, and she had like weird dudes trying to message her and stuff. Oh, my sister just sent me a house. Taxes are a little high. Yo, these 3D tours are so confusing. I would rather just... Okay, I walk in. I can either go upstairs or straight ahead. Or into a living room. What's this? Foyer? Hallway, bathroom, okay. Go into the kitchen. Hold on, guys. I'm looking at this house real quick. Hallway, kitchen. Okay. Yo, I can't do this. Oh, it has a sunroom. That's low-key sick. That's low-key sick. Let me see. Bedroom 1. Small. Very small. Bedroom 2. Decent size. That's the master. There's a bathroom. Bedroom 3. Bedroom 3 is big. Bedroom 3 has a bathroom too? Oh no, it's the same. Never mind. Bedroom 3. That's not bad. Oh, bedroom 4. There's 4. It's not bad. What's the size of them? I have to look at the size of the things. Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of creeps on Facebook. It might have just been the people that found my sister on it, but there was like a lot of weird dudes that were like just trying to like lure her to babysit because they thought she was attractive, and just like, well, that's weird shit. There's just like a lot of creeps, I think, if you're like looking locally for stuff to a degree, but I don't know. Like, you just have to be weary of people in general, because what's that song called where it's like beer is good and people are crazy? Because there's like, yeah, I always grew up like understanding that like, yeah, you gotta be careful of who you're around because there are crazy ass people. Like I knew a lot of crazy people growing up, and I live in like a town area too, but there was some freaking mentally like not so great people. So what does it mean when you can only view the house in a I want pictures. I want pictures. I don't want a three-dimensional, because I can't tell the size of anything. Is there a... I mean, it has a nice basement that's finished. Yo, there's a freaking kitchen in the basement. And a bedroom in the basement. The freak? Yeah, we'll have to look at that one. That's actually kind of good. Yeah, it's a country song. Every time I'm in my Pap's truck, it's playing, and I'm like, all right, you got you. But yeah, I'll actually try to do that. I'll hop off stream and I'll try to see if I can get a TikTok going. Actually, should I make it on stream so I can plug it? I forget how I make an account on TikTok though. What should we call it? I guess I just, yeah, because I never realized I don't have a TikTok for my channel. Can I just not? I don't know, like my login stuff of my other one. I don't know if I used my email, my phone number. Unless you have to make, can you guys make new TikToks on the app or nah? Sign up. My TikTok just crashed. Apple makes your phone slower after like a couple generations. I swear, because the 18 is coming out, my phone is so slow. I'm trying to think what we call the name for it, but I guess I can just call it Gaming with Mike. At that point, like, why wouldn't I call it that? Okay, the email says it was registered. How, though? Oh, it's my freaking... Dang it, it's my healthy flavor fuel. I might have to make a new email for it. I forgot I had one to promote my health YouTube. Can I just use my phone number? I don't think I have one with my new phone number. Is it raining out? I just almost said my phone number out loud. That would have been crazy. Yeah, it's so slow, dude. All right, we're gonna call this one. We're making a new TikTok for anyone that was wondering. We're gonna make a TikTok for Gaming with Mike. Stream pages. Always gotta come up with the most outlandish password thing so I don't get hacked, because they just have to be stuff that people would never think that you would put them. This can be anything you like. So is the nickname my name, or is it like, what do you do for a nickname on TikTok anymore? Is your nickname the thing that shows up to people, or is it like when you click on their page it says their name? Like, let me just look up a gaming thing or something. Like what would be like gaming page? No, just let me look. I guess I'll just make it the same thing. I don't know. I'll just do the nickname gaming with Mike. Should I do YouTube? Okay. What should my profile picture be? All right, we'll make my profile picture me in the OBS screen. My freaking hair looks nuts. Why do I look like that? All right. Classic gaming profile picture. All right, what do we do for the video? If you guys want to follow it, will I be able to find it if it's a new channel? Is the thing though. Hopefully it doesn't bring up the clipping. I don't know if I don't remember if he said he took it down or not. Oh wow. Okay, came right up. Okay, dude, I just signed into my other account on here. All right, I'll pin it. If you guys want to follow, I'll remember the first 10 followers. I'll make a video shouting y'all out. What do we do? Okay, how do I approach the TikTok? So we're trying to boost, but we're trying to make friends and stuff. So should I just make it basic? Should I do a generic song and being like looking for streamer friends, YouTube or Twitch with like eyes? I need... Should we just do that? Looking for streamer friends, YouTube or Twitch? W Jake for first. I will shout you out, Jake, on the first video because it was also your idea. I know that there's like a freaking hashtag cap, so that kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to tag you once it gets posted because it doesn't show my followers yet. Because I'm in the like window where I'm like making it. Streamers welcome. Looking for streamers to grow with. And I just did this. Like I don't know what to do. Idea for this channel and video creds. What's your thing, Jake? Your do you know your exact username? I might be able to find it. It literally wants my exact thing. Like it wants your exact thing to tag you, and it's not showing up. I don't know why. Unless I have to, I guess follow back. Maybe it'll come up then. Hold up. Maybe. No, it wants me to do a bunch of crap. Okay, I'll do. Now will it work? Yep, there we go. Idea for this channel and video creds. All right, guys. Hopefully we get like an initial push on TikTok for having a new account. Like I said, for the first 10 people. First 10 get a shout out. We'll do a video this week. I like the idea to have this too because it'll be something that we can like interact with each other. So like since I have a TikTok that I'm also letting you guys like directly follow and interact with that has to do with my channel, you guys can share TikToks. I can include you guys on TikToks. I can include you guys on like content ideas and stuff around TikTok. TikTok is very good for channel growth if you have no means of promotion. So many TikTokers, so many Viners, OG Vine, started on that platform and then moved over to YouTube by bringing their audience over. Short form content attracts more viewers than long term. So it's like posting on YouTube when you do the shorts. That's why my shorts do like actually pretty good. Some of my shorts hit like 10K views. My videos, no. But yeah, W idea from Jake. Once we hit 10 follow 10. Yo, what am I trying to do? I tried to open my phone and it just tried to Apple Pay somebody. Once we hit 10, why did I just get chatbot prompt? Once we get 10, are we gonna get the dreaded like 0 views of Doom right off the rip? Dang, bruh. Let me delete and re-edit it. Because maybe I should turn it into a video. Shortcut for TikToks, if you guys didn't know, if you want to make it a video but it's a picture, just include a video at the end so that it auto makes it a video. I usually scroll through and I find a sound that is good, that has like a decent a decent post level. Like this one says 300,000. I'd rather one with like 140. so it's higher. Like it's a higher visibility, but not too high, because then like if there's 1 million people that posted with it, you're not going to be found in a pool of 1 million. But you want it to be a semi-popular, so people will still see it possibly. Okay, so you see how I added a video at the end of Casey, but the first one's a picture. Well, since I added a video, now I can delete the video of Casey, and I can still drag it to make the video longer. We'll go for people watching it like 6 to 7 seconds. And I'll add text again and be like, looking for streamer friends on TikTok or a TikTok, Twitch or YouTube with the eyes, and then we'll fit it to screen, and I'll try to stretch the image a little bit. Maybe that'll do better. And then the next video can be like an about me or something. Looking for fellow streamers. Streamers, YouTube, Twitch, For You page. We shall try, boys. And then I'll retag you, Jake. Video idea / channel idea credit at Jake KW. And then I guess what we'll do is subtle follow. I won't be counted as the first 10, but I'm going to follow it on my main. My main is actually really good. I don't know if anyone knew that or not. I have like 22,000 followers on it, which not bad on TikTok. Most TikTokers actually have like barely any for whatever reason. Like, not obviously big ones have a lot, but there's a lot of small channels that just have nothing. Gaming with Mike. Follow. Okay, 2 followers. See, now the only thing I don't know is, do we try to post clips on there too? I'll have to ask the clipper if he cares if I steal clips from it, but I'm trying to think, do we post clips on it or not? Okay, gotta figure out. All right, boys. I think we did. We made it to a 2-hour point. Yo, I wanted to do, so I was going to do the tattoo stream today, but I didn't realize that if you guys, oh my gosh, my leg's gonna freaking break from trying to do this. All right, I'll just have to take a picture. I can't show you. It looks like insane right now because it's all peeling. Oh my gosh, my phone never. Well, you guys just have to trust me. It's peeling like crazy, which means it's not healed, which means that I shouldn't introduce more ink to it right now. But, like I said, I want to go swimming this weekend a bit anyways, because I haven't. So maybe Saturday after I swim, like a Saturday night, I could add more as long as it's like peeled completely. I do want to add white to make this flower pop, because it'll just finish the cover up, and it'll hide some of the spots that had overlap. And also, I kind of left spots unshaded to give it like a vibe, like how the flower has like a little line introduction on each petal, like a flower would, like the veins that go through them. I want to make that pop with the white and just really mess with the white color to see if I can add some pop to older tattoos and make it look better. And I also, it would be really cool to do on stream, I want to turn this random black bar that is nothing, like it looks like nothing. I want it to match the vibe of this like tribal. So I want to do this like, I don't know if I have a picture of it, but this like crazy design with the white ink, because you can use white on blackouts. I also very much would love to put something here in the spots that I have blacked out, but I don't know what would fit. Have to see if I even want to do that or not. It have to be something that actually has like meaning, because like this looks like a shield, kind of. So I don't know what you do there, but I do want to really mess with the white and kind of put some pop on certain tattoos and stuff. So there will be another tattoo stream. Don't you guys worry. I know that's the most entertaining for you guys. I also want to figure out a way to game, but like I said, I need to figure out the game. I need to figure out like what I want to do for game wise, which is always hard for me, but all right. W Junior and Jake for coming out today, and who's the new kid that always pops out? Teddy. W guys for watching. I appreciate the new peeps and stuff, and the new chats and old chatters alike. I'm really trying to start being consistent and stuff, and I think I'm gonna start forcing myself to do longer streams. Maybe not as many streams a week, maybe 5 streams a week, but I would like to shoot for like, I want to start getting to like 5 hours, 4 hours. Just like that guy said, because the longer you're live, the more chances you have of getting found. But you also don't want to be live all the time either, because you want people to like look forward to your streams, not just use you as background noise and kind of like feel like the most 90% of your stream is like boring and then 10% is exciting. Like, you know what I mean? That won't keep the retention rate of them either. But W stream guys, thank y'all for coming out. We'll let you guys know with the houses. We did find one. My sister just sent me one, but I don't know if it's affordable, if it's in the market, if it's what it is. It looks like a really nice house. It says 4-bedroom, but there's like a full bedroom and kitchen in the basement on top of 4 bedrooms upstairs, on top of, I don't know if there's an upstairs. Oh yeah, there was an upstairs. It was a 3-floor. And it had a sunroom, and it was in the area that we're looking for. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how far we can stretch the budget. But I'll keep you guys in touch. And whatever houses I see, I'm going to try to go on live this week and talk about it this coming week. It's already Friday today. Well, Thursday night, Friday morning. But hoping for the best, boys. Staying hopeful, staying in my prayers and all that. I love y'all. God bless. Peace out. And I will see you in the next one, which should be hopefully tomorrow if we don't have a showing. Just all depends on the showings. If the showings, I have to take all my stuff and put it back in storage. But all right, guys. Peace out. God bless. Make sure to be happy. Stress less. I love y'all.